Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. So, as Marlena and Kayla are talking about Everett and him faking this miraculously breakthrough, Abe comes in there, and Abe is like, I got a proposition that you can't refuse. Now, he offers them roles in his new Body and Soul, I won't sit there and say reboot, but, soap opera. My thing is, Marlena is a therapist and Kayla is chief of staff. One, why would they actually be doing that if they already like high doctors? Number two, they have super busy schedules. Now I know Abe said, "Oh well, we could sit there and work around your schedules and stuff," but I'm like, do you really think that they're gonna want to after they get done with dealing with the stuff that they deal with? That they're gonna want to sit there and be like remembering lines and shooting and stuff like that. They're not gonna want to do that. I'm like, this is a bad idea. Now, I saw in the previews, I don't know if they had the other characters come in and play the parts, or they decide to just do it just for the hell of it. But I just can't see a way where that makes sense, where he walks up to them and asks them, hey, you want to sit there and be in a soap opera? And they're like, yeah, sure. I mean, whatever. Yeah, we got busy lives and stuff like that, but we can sit there and squeeze it in. I don't see that happening. So while that's going on, you got Eric and Nicole getting ready to pack. Or they're packing and stuff like that, get ready to go, which I'm personally just like, good riddance. Um, I never really liked either of them from day one. I never, here's the thing, I don't hate the characters, okay? I don't want this to come across like I hate the characters. I just find them to be incredibly selfish. Even the last go around, let's be honest, Eric was never really in it when it came towards Sloan. Now, I'm not excusing the crap that Sloan did because it was bad, it was desperate, and it was just straight up stupid. And the same thing with EJ. But these are the type of people that will go out with other people, and when one of them is free, they become collateral damage. And it's just a pattern with them. It's just literally a pattern with them. And I don't understand why other people decide to go out with them knowing these two histories. So, at some point, they decide to start kissing and just going full in. And I'm like, again, I get the people that they're married to is, well, put it lightly, trash. But y'all two are still married, right? And even afterwards, Nicole's like, yeah, I don't care. And they start laughing. I'm just like, you two are just kind of horrible people. Um, Now downstairs, you got Kate and Rome, throwing a party and everything like that, or getting stuff set up, just kind of catching up and everything like that. Um, and eventually, Marlena, Kayla, Abe, everyone gets ready and they get ready for the party. And eventually, Holly gets there too. They do this. They do this emotional send off, right? And I'm like, all right, that's cool. For the fans of Eric and Nicole that have stuck from it from the beginning to the end, y'all are gonna love this episode. Not exactly for me, but y'all are gonna love this episode. So they do their final farewells. They do some sort of memory montage or whatever. Then they look back one last time, or Eric looks back one last time, and then they get ready to just go. Right off into the sunset, because apparently things are going to be different in Paris. They're totally still going to be married, but for some odd reason, that really doesn't matter. Um, and I get it to some extent, because it's like, with Nicole leaving, they didn't really give them much of a choice. So, as far as trying to wrap it up the best way that they could. Hell, I think even Sloan, I don't know if Sloan really gave that much advance warning, because it's like, well, you left town, you're a fugitive on the run, and you're still married. And now Eric is leaving also. I don't know when, but he's still married as well. So I don't even understand how any of this works. I mean, Rome and Kayla are sitting there talking about this going away to Paris and pretty much kind of get away from EJ and his wrath like it's a good thing. And I'm just like, this is so problematic. You just have to just kind of go with, because if you think about it too much, it just doesn't end well. So, but before Holly gets there and says her goodbye to Nicole, she's with Tate. And, you know, I don't know what happened to some of the men in this generation, but Jesus Christ. The only way I could sit there and describe this scene when he's sitting there talking to Holly is like whiny. Don't get me wrong, I understand that he's a little emotional. His mom is once again did something stupid, got herself arrested, right? So I get it. But the way he I don't it's not even I don't know if it's just the actor. I don't want to put this on the actor. I feel like Tate would have probably the other actor would probably been in the same situation. But the way he whines, he was like, Holly, the thing is, my mom is gonna be in jail, and it's like just the way he whines. It's just like, bro, is there any sort of testosterone in you whatsoever? Because I'm not gonna sit there and try to act like the world needs to be full of like rugged men, but like, god damn. So after he talks about the situation, I was like, well, the only good thing about this is that Mom Duke's gonna be away, and we get to sit there and just be together. But then Tate points out all different flaws. Like Brady, okay, yeah, he's a little bit more understanding, but he's not gonna be too happy spending all that money to send somebody else to camp and lying to him on top of that. And on again, Tate's like, Mom could pretty much just kind of wreak havoc if selfish ass Sophia selfish as immature Sophia decides to sit there and rap because this is what her pathetic life has come to know. Um, like I said, I really cannot stand girls like that or women like that. I seriously cannot, and I'm not even joking about that. I'm being dead ass serious. Um, so they're like, yeah, we're just gonna kind of have to keep it on the down low to the end of summer's over. And then she goes off, and he just kind of just hangs out with his tablet. Um, Now Andrew is one. He congratulates Teresa for at least not running away and kind of just being like, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna turn myself in, and whatever happens, happens. I deserve it." And then of course they talk about this memory that they had way back when Teresa apparently took the blame for wrecking a car that Andrew was in. Also, it was a good thing that she wasn't in the car because the way he slammed into a tree, it came on the passenger side. He also talks about the charges, so he's like, "All right, the whole forgery thing is in foreign soil. So I don't know how much of a case they could sit there and build against you on that." Then there's the whole kidnapping thing. You did return the baby back. It wasn't even really that long. It was literally seconds, or like maybe a few minutes the most. He was like, I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna get some sort of punishment. So she calls Tate, and she's all like, well, I'm just so glad that you are, owning up to who you are and owning up to your mistakes, and just really making him feel guilty. He's like, listen, by the end of the summer, if you want to sit there and be with Harley, I'm not gonna sit there and try to stop you. I was like, can't really stop him if you want. I mean, you're gonna be in jail. So I don't know how much you try, and that's the thing. You try to make it seem like, oh well, I'll do you a favor, like there's really a choice in it. But he was about to sit there and confess. Um, she interrupts him and says what she says, and then she hangs up the phone, and he's all upset. But at the same time, it's not the first time that she hasn't went through this. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. Like I said, there wasn't really much to Kayla in Rome. They also talked about how Holly's going to be staying in town and what that means for Nicole and Eric, which, again, they're going to be going up to Paris, still married, and not really actually solving any of their problems. Let's just be clear about that. On top of that, I mean, I know that they're leaving because the actors are leaving. But I think at some point somebody said like, well, what kind of example is that for Holly to sit there and practically show Mom Dukes just running away from the problem? That's what both of them are doing, by the way. They're both just running away from their problems. And anyway, I can go on and on and on about that. But I feel like that's pretty much about it for the most part. I might have missed some stuff here or there, but that is the general gist of the episode. So Nicole is gone. I don't know what Eric is actually going to do. I heard from people that he's still going to be on the show for a little bit. I don't understand how that works, but I guess we'll have to sit there and see how that works throughout the week. As far as I'm concerned, bon voyage and good riddance. But if there's anything that I missed, write it down in the comment section, or better yet, come to a live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk about all the shows, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Born and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. I'll see you in the next video.